Hey guys, I am back with another video, and today Haziah is 4 months old. I wanted to have him in the video, but he's sleeping. He takes his naps between, sometimes he takes his nap between 12 and 3, and then sometimes he'll take his nap between 2 and 5. So he's taking his nap right now. If he wakes up, then I'll go get him and put him in the video. But I wanted to do a video today on my first period after having my child. My first period after having Haziah was comforting. Like, that sounds crazy and that sounds like the weirdest thing, but having my period, okay, let me just explain how it went. So I got pregnant in 2020. It was probably, I'll say December, because November 28th was the last day I had my period. So I got pregnant in December, had him in September, and then I didn't have a period, it felt like, for almost a year, because it kind of was close to being a year, but I didn't have my period. So I didn't have my period for almost a year, and if you guys read my book, you would understand that there's one part that when I had periods, they were so bad. But if you don't have the book, this is your opportunity to go check out vanessacoleman.com to go check out that book, because there's some good stuff in there. But yeah, after okay, so reading that book, my periods were so bad to the point where I had to be in a fetal position. I couldn't move. The pain was unbearable. If I ate anything, I would throw up. If I drank anything, I would dry heave. And if you don't know what dry heave is, it's just this yellow, whatever, this mess. It just comes right up. It's like water. It's like watery. I'm like, why? I'm drinking water. Why am I throwing up water? My periods were so bad, I had to call off work most of the time. Everybody was like, oh, you should get on birth control. Absolutely not. That's not what I believed in. Wasn't going through that. That's too much of a process to be on and then to get off and then to get pregnant. Too much work. Not doing that. So I said to myself, I'd rather suffer now than when I have my child, it will just all be out anyway. All that cuck and muck and all that crap just clean me out. So my first period, and this is crazy. So everybody was asking, well, not everybody was asking, I was asking the doctor, when do you have your period after you have the child? And it's unknown, because some people, it happens a week later, it happens months later. It's just, you can't determine when your period is going to start. I went to my OB on October the 19th, I think it was. It was a Tuesday. And then 2 weeks later on a Tuesday, I started my period. So I don't know if her checking me helped me a little bit, but my periods now, like this might be TMI, but this is for women anyway, so it doesn't matter. My period right now is, like, I can't even feel it. Like, I have little mild cramps, and I wish I've always had cramps like this, because I can actually function and do stuff. When I had cramps before, I couldn't do anything. And now I'm grateful that I actually had a child. I didn't have to endure that. I realized I didn't have to endure that as bad as I thought that I would have to. I said that I didn't want to take birth control pills, which I know that probably would have helped, but I didn't want to take that. And then after having Haziah, there's just like, you bleed and then it goes away. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It just feels great to have your period after being pregnant for a year. And like, I don't bleed heavy anymore. I don't feel the pain anymore. I don't get anything too crazy. Like, I used to get headaches before. I used to get headaches and cramps before I started my period. So like 2 days before my period, I would have headaches and cramps, and then I would know that it's coming on, so I started taking medicine then. I didn't even take any medicine this time. That's crazy. God is awesome. Listen, I have a story behind this, and it's in the book, so I'm just going to give it out there. But if you don't have the book, again, go check out the book. But I have a testimony in my book explaining that I was in a fetal position. I had to leave work. I had to go, come home, take a shower, and just lay down and just relax, because the pain was that bad. Like, so bad to the point where I couldn't eat, I couldn't move. I literally would walk with a hunch because my stomach was just hurting so bad. And I told the Lord, I said, I don't want to be dealing with this pain. I shouldn't have to be dealing with this pain. I know that this is a part of a life. I know this is part of life, and I know that we have to go through this. But I told God I don't want it to be this bad anymore. And all of those years, I felt like I had to deal with a period that was so bad because I thought that that's what I had to endure in order to have my child. But I'm like, other people are going through this, and there's some people that probably aren't even saved that are having better cramps, better periods than I am. So I literally was crying so hard when I was speaking to God about this, and I don't want to tear up right now because it's literally how powerful the Holy Ghost is. He told me to calm down and that He is my peace, and He gave me that peace that I had. He let me know that I didn't have to keep experiencing the pain like that. And after that day, I can't even remember what day that was. I can't remember how old I was, but I know that it was recent. Like, I'm 29 now, so it was either when I was 26, 27, or 28. And I told the Lord that. And I dealt with that pain since I was 16. So I kind of felt like the woman with the issue of blood, but not the issue of blood. Like, I dealt with that for almost 11 years. Yeah, okay. So 11 years, so I would have been 27. 16 and 11 is 27. So I probably was 27 when I told the Lord that. And that's when my periods weren't as bad anymore. I was able to get pregnant with Haziah. I wasn't stressing as much as I used to. I just want to encourage you, if you are worried about your period, don't stress, because that's going to add on to it as well. If you stress, your period's going to be pushed back even farther, and then you'll be wondering, well, am I pregnant again? No, you're stressing. Don't stress, don't worry. Just let your body do what it's supposed to do, and you'll be fine. But that was my experience with my first period after I was pregnant. Hopefully this helps somebody in a spiritual way, because that's always what I want to give, spiritual advice with what we have to go through, because we are in this world, but because we're not of the world. We're in the world, but we're not of the world. So yeah, I hope that helped you and encouraged you. And I'm just going to insert some little clips of Haziah, because he's just growing. He's just doing so well. So yeah. See you in the next video.
No, sir. You can't suck on your fingers.